Good day, everyone. In today's video, we're going to talk about relationships. By the way, this is Ryan Lang, most valuable player. Player stand for just being a part of the universe. You have to be valuable with yourself. Now we're going to talk about relationships. And the reason I chose this topic today, let me take a sip of this coffee. We're not promoting any brand, but I get my coffee on. Alright, so relationships. Why are guys so overprotective of females and their kids? Do you think they're wired that way? Guys are always so giving, especially guys that have like daughters. Oh, daddy, and daughter gets everything. Girls from a young age don't necessarily like their fathers until they become older. It's like daddy this and daddy that. That's why it's important for fathers to have great relationship with their daughters, because when they get older, believe me, dads are like suckers. Now, I'm here and I'm like thinking to myself, like, how do people build great relationships and great marriages and all these things? Do I have to be married or be a married counselor to know how to maintain a marriage? No, I don't have to. But I encourage, everyone that has a relationship, it starts with communication and just mutual respect. Make sure that you have a mutual understanding, and not only when a person wants something or they want a man to be the overprotector of the world, or guys, they're wired that way to just give all the time and to do all these things, Guys, it's always good to keep a good relationship with, your spouse, or on a business level, it helps. Like, if you keep a good relationship at home, then when it comes to business, it's even more easier. Time and time again, I've just learned that communication and also positive thinking, sharing in positive energy is one of the best way to keep a relationship going, because if you're always bringing a positive view to things, then even in a negative situation, a person that is not in the right frame of mind will really take a deeper look and say, wow, this person is actually working very hard, or they're thinking and they're sharing in things that I want to hear. So even if I want to be a jerk, it's kind of hard. Like, why is this person so nice? You have to, pretty much kill them with kindness and also share in love. So it's always good to work on your relationship as hard as other things works to tear it down. And guys are wired, to be nicer. Prime example. I was driving somewhere like last week, and I realized that I had a flat. I had a lady in the car, and I'm like, wow, I need to get a tow truck. I tried to ask for help. I must have asked like 10 people until one person answered me. But a female wearing a nice dress, she asks and it's instant. Guys are just so weak to female. They're just so like a woman intuition, and we know that sex sells. Believe me. Look at me compared to some nice lady. She instantly got help, and I'm like, wow. So it's always good to have a female around. Believe me, it helps. That woman intuition can get you very far. And girls are good closers for business as well. I mean, they could just put on a dress and just confuse the whole room and get people looking. And it's not good to underestimate or always look on a woman from a sexual attraction. It's good to also just look at them as an individual. But sometimes they just use sheer beauty just to confuse people. Don't get it confused. I see things, I see people on a different level, and I don't look at them for how they're dressed or how they're looking. I'm not that shallow. And you have to always just be mindful in how you are growing in your relationship. So this video was made to just encourage great relationships, and that guys are wired certain ways just to be protective of their relationships. So if females think that they're stuck in their feelings, no, guys are very, very protective of their relationships, and their daughters and their wives, like, believe me, they're just wired that way to give, 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 give. And girls are wired to expect, and also to take care of the family. I mean, they do work hard. They go home, they cook, they clean. They just take on to that stuff. And not that guys don't do it. It's just, it takes a longer time for a man to say, all right, I'm going to cook and clean for my wife. Guys, you need to cook and clean more. You need to do more with your wife. But also expect more. And you got to set the bar high. Like, you got to be a disruptive male when it comes to protecting your relationships. Be very disruptive about it, but not to be a bruff to just cause problems. Do it in a way where it's beneficial for your relationship. So this video was made to just encourage great relationships, and a lot of it is just communication and sharing positive energy, because a positive energy is easier to get a positive result. If you like my video, please remember to rate, subscribe, press the bell, and you'll be notified for future video. Thank you for watching. This is Ryan Lang, MVP.